on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jackson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
To throw is Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gotw. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Harris.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first down, Tannehill.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
To throw again on second down, Tannehill. Complete to right. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Play action. It's Tannehill. The right's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Right. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Now Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Flush to his right. And he finds his target, Ebron.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson going for the deep ball. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw taken in by Hockenson here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again, Tannehill. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 50 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you, and it worked really well for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 72 yards.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now,
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 60 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to John Ross. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A give to Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. An option handoff given to Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is, oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Tannehill. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And in for the Lions touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Boy, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Ebron with it over the middle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Now it's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Tannehill going to throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. That's caught inside the 20.